Yo, welcome back here on another episode on Fucking Listen.
Fucking listen.
It's your host, A-Dub. I'm with my co-host.
Archon or Andrew.
You know, if you made it to this point, appreciate you. It's the last episode here in January.
Hey, yeah.
I know we done said a lot of controversial things, fucked up things to this point. You know what I mean? That you might got some questions for it. But
don't question it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it pushing. That's how I live life. Don't even turn back. Keep going. Keep going. It only gets worse. We're just warming up. Warming up. You know what I'm saying? This is the slight.
Y'all.
It gets worse from here. This is us getting the nerves out. You know what I mean? It only grows to be more fucked up.
So if you're with us, that means you are intentional, audience that we're looking for.
Yeah.
So, shout out to y'all here in the last episode here. So for the last episode here, our main topic that's going to be centered around, we're going to bounce around as usual, but it's centered around this topic right here, which is called showing affection. You know what I mean? Showing affection, that's one of the most difficult, hardest things to describe and talk about ever, because it's also tied into the most, and I'm talking about the most difficult topic as a human being as a get. Feelings. Fucking feelings. You can never fucking-stand it 100%. You don't understand it yourself 100%. Am I wrong?
No, you're throwing some, for sure.
You might be mad at somebody, and then you like fuck that person, and then as soon as you see them, you tell them what's up, dab them up, and hug them anyway, and you're not doing it just to keep it casual. You actually want to do it, but you're supposed to be mad at this motherfucker. You tell me what feeling that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to dive into it, describe it, explain it from our point of view and how we see shit. You know, two men on here just talk about feelings, which is ironic.
I was going to say something, but it's going to get us canceled. I was going to say, you ever been, in those times where, you have a line or, a roast or something, you can just, fucking fire off? I had it.
Yeah. Go ahead, put that bit back. Yeah. Put the safety on. Matter of fact, put the safety on.
I'm going to just take it out.
And then put it back.
I'm just going to put it over here. We'll put it up. Because we was getting canceled for shit show.
Yeah. So, let's dive into it, man.
Hey, yeah.
What does it mean for you to show affection?
I feel like it's different depending on the person you're showing affection to.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you show affection a lot of different ways to everybody. And I think the way you grew up also plays a part into it. Because you kind of grow up seeing what affection is in a way, and then you kind of stick to that, and then you meet someone or you meet friends or significant other, whatever, and you see they show affection different, and you're like, well, what the fuck? Was right or wrong?
Yeah.
So
I feel that it's like my own experience and shit. Like you said, the first way that you figure out how to show affection, feelings at all, is through your own household, because that's when you go around, and then you get around your friends and seeing them with their parents, and then you start questioning, how you want to do it, and then you start watching these TV shows and movies, these romances, and you seeing how they doing it, and you kind of just from the get just start building your own way for yourself of how you want to show affection, how you want affection to be shown to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which dives into a little category that we call love language. We all got different love languages and shit that we like, that's partnered with us, that we're all still developing, which changes over time, by the way, that most people don't think.
No, for sure.
It's physical touch right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But later on, it might be gifts of affirmation. You know what I mean? Or words of affirmation. Shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it changes over time. But yeah, when you start diving into these little parts and start fixating and going through life and shit, depending on where you're in life, is the type of affection that you want and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's the most difficult thing to learn. It's the most difficult thing to understand. It's difficult as fuck. It's difficult. Yeah. It's difficult.
If you knew.
Fuck. yo,
you knew
man,
what I've gone
especially
through for the past 10 fucking years, you'd probably fucking kill yourself. So imagine how that person who literally has the feelings in their head fucking feels. You know what I'm saying?
know what I'm saying? So just be mindful and give people grace, because where you might be more mature in, another person isn't,
Yeah.
or another person isn't, another
That's a
person
big
is.
thing. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of people don't understand that
They
shit. That
don't get
not
that shit.
everybody is on the same maturity level you are.
Mm-hmm.
Even like an age difference is a thing that shows you who, like, from what point to what point you've grown in your maturity. Like, you can know someone who's, say we're 23 right now. You can know someone who's 20, 19, through work, whatever, 21, even 21. Like, there's a difference on a maturity level from what you were at that age to where you are now. Like, I can say me, 18, 19, to me now, completely different person.
Completely different person.
So that person, the way he would take affection and know affection to be is different than what I am now, especially with the experiences I've gone through the past 2 years.
And that's where it goes into what I'm saying. Like, that shit changes over time. And the same way age affects it, experience expect the same way I said, the same way you said that age changes it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Experience changes it as well. You know what I mean? So, like, depending on who you is and how you grow up, like Andrew was saying, a person who's 18 might be more mature in their feelings and understanding the way that they like to be affectionate than somebody that's 26.
Yeah.
All because what they went through. And I pray to God for, you know what I mean, that you had to grow up that damn fast. That you had to grow up that damn fast. But sometimes that's just the case for some of us. That's just the way that the life goes. You know what I mean? That's the cards that we was dealt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where communication comes into it. Let's talk about that.
For sure.
That's where communication
Communication's a big key.
Because the way you understand and get it is by talking it out. Regardless if you're trying to understand yourself or understand others. You know what I mean? Because you never know how you could make a person feel based off the simplest words or the simplest things that you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So talk it out, talk to people. You just never know how far it can go.
Yeah.
You know
Communication is the big thing. And a lot, like, it not even like in a regular relationship, just like any relationship you have with anyone, communication is like key. And people don't understand that. Especially us as guys do not get that shit at all.
Talk to them.
Like, it helps a lot when you actually have that open floor and be able to express a lot of the shit you want to get off your chest. Like, as dudes, we say it's like, oh, we're not supposed to do that. That's whatever. That's this and this. Grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Grow the fuck up. It's 2020 fucking 4. That fucking New Year's thing was kind of weird, but fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Who cares? Grow the fuck up. They don't mean nothing. Fuck.
You know what I mean? Just
people. Fucking swear. That's dumbasses. I'm sorry, but a lot of y'all just fucking stupid. Alright? Not saying I'm not, but fuck me. A lot of you are.
When it comes to us men, as I said, it's two men on the talking, so this is the best perspective that we could give y'all based off us. We came down with some women perspectives on that. Even though, I also agree that women are more mature when it comes to feelings and shit like that.
Sure.
So we basically giving y'all a game so y'all can understand us better.
Uh-huh.
You know what
I
mean?
So fucking listen.
When you get a man, let's go into the relationship side. You get a man, and let's say that y'all both not on the same page of when to start dating and when to be exclusive. You're waiting for a long time. We grew up in a faction, in a world where men aren't allowed many feelings. Men aren't allowed to express themselves. Men aren't allowed to express their thoughts. So a lot of things is pent up and tied up like a knot. You know what I mean? The big ass rubber band balls we used to make of like 10,000 rubber bands for some dumbass reason. And then one day you gotta take them hoes apart.
I could never do it. I bought them like that pre-made. I was gonna do it.
Have somebody else at school make it, then I bought it.
For sure.
So you know what I mean? You gotta take shit apart, and it's like that's what feelings is like in men's brains and men's hearts. You know what I mean? It's all tangled up and shit. And when we meet somebody that we like, now hear me out. Let me cook. Just listen real quick. when we find somebody that we like, we start unraveling that rubber band ball. It start coming off piece by piece by piece. But like I said, it's 10,000 pieces on here. So it's gonna take time for it all to unravel to a point where you want to stick with us. But most of the time, the other person doesn't wait that long.
Yeah,
they don't want to wait that long.
Main thing. There's a frustration that gets built.
You know what I mean? And I get it.
Oh,
I don't want to. I'm not sitting here to say you shouldn't wait or you. It's not okay for you to be frustrated. You know what I mean? It's all good. You know what I mean? That's you and how you feel and your feelings that you understand that that's not okay for you. So do what you gotta do. But I want you to understand from a man's perspective when he unraveling all the rubber bands and shit, and then you decide to walk away from it. He looks at his ball and he's like, "What was all that for?"
Now he got to mess with shit.
He also looks at that ball and he see that it's smaller for no reason and it's vulnerable now. It's open. It's weak. It wasn't as strong as it was before he started unraveling for you. And that's what he just started throwing tons of them hoes back on there to mix it back up. And now it's issues that he didn't have before on top of the issues he already had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just want y'all, understand that part. It's not on, like I said, when it comes to affection and feelings, is the most difficult thing for you to understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when it's not just for yourself, for other people. You feel me? And I just feel like more people should just be mindful. You know what I mean? Everybody not the fucking same.
That is very true. I feel like both men and women group up the opposite gender in this bad perspective that's kind of been built up because of social media. So it's like, all dudes are assholes.
Girl just told me. What she just told me? A girl just told me the other day. Well, I can't say the specifics, but usually when I talk to a girl or something, they always be like, "Niggas this, niggas that, y'all boys, y'all dudes, y'all do y'all," and I always gotta be like, "Bro, stop grouping me with whoever you been with."
I hate that shit.
Stop grouping me with that goofy dude because I'm nothing like him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm different. I'm here.
It's the thing is because they see some tendencies that you and that other person had, or even like just the rest of them had. But like, to be fucking honest, there's just some things that men just do. There's some things that just females just do. We all are collectively part of the same group of people, especially the people we hang out with. So if you've known a couple dudes or been with a couple dudes that have like similar backgrounds, like everybody got a type, right? Everybody got a type. Everybody fuck around with the same thing.
You blaming me and you got a type.
You got a type of the type of dude you get with. You got a type of female you get with. You complain about something, you kind of compare them to the other dudes or females, but that's your type.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your type.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
there's tendencies. Don't get me wrong. I know I probably done said some shit, done some shit that 20 other dudes have. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But I'm not them. I don't think the same. I don't got the same mindset. I don't appreciate you the same way. I don't treat you the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you fuck it up, and you fuck us up, and then, hey, we might start acting like that.
Yeah.
When you fuck up the
I'm
good
gonna give you what you want. You call me.
Turn to the bad ones.
Yep. You calling me something else, I might as well be it. And that's how simple niggas' minds is.
And you think
it's that simple.
Like, y'all really that simple? Yes. Like, we're logical. Yes. It's gonna flip and that's it. We're done.
Oh
like,
my God.
Even try if you're just gonna always see me that way when I'm not that way.
You know what I'm saying?
I might as well just be it. Like, if you like being with a person or knowing someone who's never gonna see you for something else or seeing you for you, and you just keep comparing them over and over again to these different fucking people, they're gonna end up being like that because they're like, well, fuck it. Why even change? Why even bother? Because no matter what I do, you're gonna see me the same fucking way. So you got some toxic people who gonna stay in that situation and just turn to a fucking dick. Or you get the people who grown enough to know to leave. But either way, men or female, in this situation, you spin it whichever way. Grow the fuck up. Yep, that's what the fuck I'm saying. Grow the fuck up.
It take time. It take experience.
For
you know what I
sure.
mean? It take
For
time and
sure.
experience. We all got to go through shit and be able to understand
We all
and
got to
cope with
learn
that
some
shit.
way.
You know what I mean? Sometimes some of us just got to get hit by a fucking truck. And then
some of us have to repeatedly get hit by that fucking truck until they fucking learn their lesson.
Hey, bitch, you back the fuck up.
That fucking truck went fucking forward and backward and forward and backward until he got up from under. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the heart wants what the heart wants.
How'd it work out?
Sometimes we gotta ignore the heart and go with the brain sometimes.
For sure.
That's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. But nah, you just back to showing affection. Like we've been talking about this whole time with the feeling and everything. And understanding that we just really want y'all to understand that this shit is deep. Yeah. It's so fucking deep that none of us truly understand this shit.
Yeah.
Like Andrew said, like the simplest shit that we do comes from when we was young, like in our household and shit. Like, yeah. Think about it. Let's take it outside of let's take it out of feelings perspective right now, real quick. I've been living on my own for like what, 4 years, bro?
4 or 5.
I've been out of my parents' house for 5 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
And I see myself doing shit like that's my kitchen. I do my kitchen the same way my parents did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I say that, and most people are like, duh, you're supposed to. But when you really sit there and think about it, people do their kitchens differently. Mm-hmm. All the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The cups ain't what the cup's supposed to be. You see how I say supposed to be? Mm-hmm. The bowls ain't where the bowl's supposed to be. The utensils ain't where the utensils supposed to be. But that's the way that they got it set up.
You get programmed to think like that.
You know what I mean? So the same way you put your cups here, because your mama did it, is the same way you react to somebody lying to you because you saw somebody lie to your mama in a way that she reacted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you sitting there thinking, why I act like this? Why am I this way? Think about your past. Think about like, you know, where you come learn that. You don't have to be just in your house. It could have been like at the park, at school.
Yeah, your TV, friend groups. Everything plays a part.
You know what I mean? Like you learn from everything in life, inspired by anything in life. And that same thing with making shit is the same inspiration that you'll get with your feelings.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because that's the best that you want for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But let's go ahead and attach this to a simple, but a topic that's brought up and never answered because there's no true answer to it when anybody talk about feelings and showing affection. Mm-hmm. Men. And not only men. Okay. Men in relationships are going into relationships.
Okay.
Women always want to understand why, as a man, period, is it hard for us to show affection?
I got this. Give me a second.
Go ahead and talk your shit, OG. Go ahead and talk your shit.
Let me explain something to y'all from a perspective that I have because I am now in a relationship that is, one, the best relationship I've ever had.
Okay, shout out to him.
For sure. And then 2, it took me some time to get there. You know what I'm saying? I went through the shit. You know what I mean? I went through. He can testify to the situation that happened literally right before I met this girl. Mm-hmm. Some shit happened before I met this girl. So shits that happened closed me off even more. Because the last true relationship I had was probably like sophomore year of high school. You see the fucking time period here? Me and my girl about to hit 2 years in February. You see the timeline of that gap there. What the fuck you think happened here fucked me up for that long? But it's not even just that one situation. It's this situation that happened here, this situation that happened here, this situation. All types of shit just add on to it. After every one of these situations, we get closed off. Some dudes maybe not. Some of them can keep it pushing. Don't get me wrong. You got some dudes out there who are, like I'm saying, there's more maturity in some people. But for me, those situations closed me off to a point where I didn't know like in the early stages of my relationship, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to make her feel wanted, make her feel a certain way, make her feel good. You know what I mean? Like you have to learn these things because you never had an opportunity to do them before because you close yourself up to a relationship. Like fucking around with people's different than a relationship.
Thanks.
So for me, the reason it's so hard is because we go through a lot of shit and have nobody talk it out with. Even though me and Ant can sit here and some shit can go down, we can vent. There's always gonna be something that's not gonna feel like you got it out. There's always some part of it, maybe you're holding back that you don't want to expose about it, or just something you just keep in, like it's gonna eat at you, depending the type of person you are. And for me, I'm an overthinker. You know what I mean? I am fucking notorious for coming up with situations in my head that aren't fucking there.
And there's reasons for that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So if you think like that, that shit's gonna fuck us up even more. And you got to understand that getting out of that habit is so fucking hard.
Feel me?
Like I feel like I am now barely getting out of that habit, but it still happens.
You know what I mean?
So those situations kind of just fuck with our brain. It's gonna fuck like it's gonna take time. You got to give us the time to unravel, like he's saying, unravel all that shit. It's like picture it this way. He said the rubber band. The way I like to picture it is a fucking brick wall, fucking Great Wall of China type shit. We gotta take that bitch off brick by fucking brick until we are exposed to you. And if you cut us off midway exposing that shit, then it's like what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of times dudes are really closed off and don't know how to express themselves. One, because we're not taught this shit. We don't know this shit. We don't fucking know. We're taught that men don't express themselves even to females. It's a sad fucking truth, but it's the fucking truth.
It's the truth.
So with that type of shit, it's going to be tough in the beginning to really understand someone, to really get to us, to really have us break down those barriers and those walls. You have some people who are been waiting for the opportunity to be able to be vulnerable with somebody and may do slight little things here and there. But going back to love languages, he may not know what the fuck his are. So how do you want him to know what the fuck yours are?
Say it again for him.
Come on.
Say it again for him.
He don't know what his are. How the fuck he gonna know what yours are?
You cannot understand another person fully until you understand yourself, people. Come on, bro.
It's a tough situation.
You talking your shit right now.
I know.
You talking your shit
I
right
know.
now.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this opportunity.
It's levels to this shit when it comes to men being closed off and men not being able to show the affection that they want. Like, me personally, I'm a lover. You know what I mean? My heart is fucking huge.
Great guy.
You know what I mean?
Great guy. Single as well.
When I want to show affection, and shit, and I can't, my heart is so big it hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's purposeful because I'm doing it to myself and I don't want to just show it just yet. Or sometimes the person doesn't allow me to do it. And now I'm feeling like a nail. Like I feel like pressure on my chest. Like not actually feeling the pressure, but it's pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't get to express myself the way that I wanted and like give my heart the daily doses that it wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when that happens over and over time, you know what I mean? The same way that men holding their words and don't say nothing, or people in general. It's just people do this in general.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't express themselves and they don't talk it out and shit. Then when it's finally time to talk it out, your anger just bursts. So the same way when it comes to lovers with big hearts and shit, when we don't get to show affection, you know what I mean? And we finally get to a point where we can show affections, we're scared to do it because over time we wasn't allowed to, or we didn't feel safe enough to do it.
Yeah.
That we feel like the affection that we gonna give you is gonna run you off.
Yeah.
Or scare you, just scare you completely and just don't.
Oh yeah, for sure. In a way, you kind of feel like you're doing too much.
You feel me? Exactly.
So it scares you that you're gonna scare them off.
Exactly.
So
and that's a lot of men. That's a lot of men in this world that people when girls come up to me all the time and tell me he's not affectionate, he doesn't show it. You know what I mean? I give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think of it just like that. I'm like, this man might be the most affectionate motherfucker. He just waiting on the right person to just be able to be safe, feel safe enough to the point where they could show that affection, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's a chance that it might backfire, and then now they, you know what I mean? It just hurt them so bad they don't want to no more. Or like the women start looking at them differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to that, that's why men just they don't seem okay to really be expressing themselves, right? Because when we do, just think about it. I want to say this while Andrew was talking, but when it comes to making stuff as a blacksmith and shit, you're constantly banging on the material that you have to make a sword, make an axe.
Yeah.
But you gotta perfectly hit it with the right amount of pressure every single time, over and over and over and over and over again until it makes it to the shape that you want.
Yeah.
Exactly what you want. The whole saying, pressure makes diamonds. You gotta be able to hit that correctly enough for it to shine the way that it needs to be.
Yeah.
But if you don't hit it enough, or you don't hit it hard enough, it'll break.
For sure.
And that's the same way it goes with people in relationships or people in friendships and shit. When they don't fully get the person that they want or fully get the person that they need, it's because they're not applying enough pressure, applying less pressure, or not even hitting it at all.
Yeah.
So now you're not getting the diamond that you want because you wasn't doing the things that you need for that person. Come on, bro. Somebody talk to me.
For sure.
Somebody talk to me. I'm hot.
For sure.
Somebody talk to me. I'm hot.
For sure.
Niggas probably looking at this bill like, who hurt you? Who hurt you?
a lot of them.
Look, man, I got a big soft heart, man.
You know, he don't look like it. You see him walking around, he look like a fucking dick. Like, he look like a fucking angry ass motherfucker for shit show. Like, you know how you see Ice Cube, right? That's like how this is. You know, like he's a fucking mean and shit. Like, oh, I ain't gonna fuck with him for shit show. Nah.
Like I said in the first episode, bro, I might seem standoffish, nonchalant and shit, and like you might look at me and be like, it's not the day for that nigga. You know what I mean? It's not a good day.
Yeah.
But I'm real friendly once you come up to me. You got, like I said, you gotta do something to me. I get the hey. Let me go ahead and set this off. Cause play me if you want to. You know what I mean? But once I'm there, I'm there. And I'm talking about once a op, always a op. And I damn near smoke you every time I see you if I got to.
Which is crazy, because he'll still treat you with respect.
Come on now. That's just
I don't. So don't piss me the fuck off. Like, the situations he don't want to get into on here, he being very respectful to those people he not trying to get into on here. Me? Fuck him. Who gives a shit? I'll name you off the fucking list. I will shout you the fuck out on this bitch. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I can't do it for him. But if he wasn't here, motherfucker, walk out the room.
Yeah. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
everybody's lives to go smooth, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all human. We all do the things that we do, and we all living our lives. So who am I to hurt somebody else's life? You know what I mean?
See that? Great guy. Reason. Great guy. You know? Me? I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and fuck your life.
And that's why y'all got both of us.
Yep. Very similar, but in some things he cannot. Like, as big as his heart is, he can't pull the trigger to be a certain way. I don't give a fuck. Not a single one. How many fucks I got in my pocket? That one. That's how many I got. That one. That's how many I fucking got. That's like unlimited, you know what I'm saying? Unlimited inventory on this one. It's always there. It's going away.
You know what? We're going to end it right there. You know what I mean? We're going to end it right there. Man, this was a good conversation right here. Hopefully you guys listening and got something from it. You know, talk to us, hit us up, DM us, let us know your thoughts, what you think. Hit us
yeah,
on
hey,
all
yo.
platforms, like us, subscribe us. Wherever you see us on, we everywhere. Just look us up, fucking listen with the X.
Fucking listen.
So substitute it for the K. It's
Yeah.
very simple.
Yeah.
So
Not hard.
just not hard at all. So just look
It's
us
right
up,
there.
let us
You can see
know.
it.
You know what I mean? But let's go ahead and end this episode here on Fucking Listen.
Fucking
It's your
listen.
host, A-Dub, and I'm with my co-host.
Sarge or Andrew.
And we signing out. See y'all next time.
Hey, yo.